We are holding hearings around the state to create somewhat of a living document of what people are experiencing, what are pathways to success, what are barriers to you, issues that you face every single day. What we hope to do with that is to be able to then take all of that, the issues that come up, and possibly do some legislation, do some more committee hearings, be able to drill down into some issues a little bit further. So we are really here to hear from you.
Being a public health nurse for 15 years or more, I've noticed that the #1 contributor to health care issues and succeeding in healthcare, and I'm going to be courageous and say this, is racism and discrimination. And until we have a healthy conversation about that, we will always have issues in healthcare among women of color. How could racism contribute to healthcare? Well, I'll tell you. If I feel that I'm being discriminated, being a woman of color, and I have not been taught to rise above that, or have not been taught to react in a positive way, then I'm not going to go to that doctor that I feel that I'm discriminated against, because I feel all doctors don't like people of color. So I'm going to stay home, and I'm not going to go get prenatal care, and I'm not going to go to the doctor if I feel that I'm hurting or I feel sick, because I perceive that this doctor is discriminating against me.
As a female and being an immigrant in this country is a major problem. And so you have a lot of challenges that you have to overcome, plus a lot of pressures. Pressures socially, pressures economically, violence, all those different things, but also the pressure of actually striving to get a better life, which is much of the reason why immigrants come here, because they want to be able to provide a better future for their families.
I graduated high school when I was 17, and I was homeless. And I started Delta College, and luckily I had my federal Pell Grant in place. I had financial help, but I was living on my friends' couches for the next year through college. And it was hard for me because I had no family, and I was working at the same time and wondering, where am I going to go from here? I had my ambitions, I had my goals. I needed to go find 3 jobs and find myself a place to live. And so I wound up taking 2 years off of college, and I came back to Delta College in 2014. I had my own apartment, had no furniture in it, I didn't have a bed. And I remember just laying on my floor thinking, there has to be more to this. I'm 24 right now, but it took me 7 years to get to this point to say, you know what, I can make a difference, and then I still have a chance to do something and to be something besides for what my family said, besides for what my situation said.
This is exactly what we're trying to do. Don't make you come to government, don't make you come to the Capitol, but we come out here to listen to you and to take note. So don't let this be our last meeting.